Good morning, my people, and welcome to the next play 6-7. I'm your host, Darkel. To all my players out there, I would like to first say please like, share, and subscribe. It takes less than 3 seconds and is always free. I would like to start off like I always do with the quiz of yesterday. The question was, what was the first NBA game in NBA history when the league first started? And the answer is the Toronto Huskies against the New York Knicks, 1946, and they played in Maple Leaf Stadium in Toronto, in Canada. I would like to start the day with the positive quotes of today. Some people want it to happen. Some wish it would happen. Others make it happen. That's by the great Michael Jordan, that quote. The word of the day is interregnum. Interregnum is a period of discontinuity or a gap in government, organization, or social order, originally referring to the time between the reign of one monarch and the next. The term now broadly applies to any pause in leadership, authority, or routine. Continuity means uninterrupted in general usage. In general usage, that's what it means, uninterrupted, the word continuity. So I figure I'd throw both of them in there. Interregnum, again, is a period of discontinuity or a gap in government, organizational, or social order. It's a deep word. The scores yesterday, Major League Baseball, Atlanta defeated Padres 6-5. Minnesota defeated Cleveland 3-1. The Blue Jays defeated Tampa Bay 3-1. Arizona defeated St. Louis Cardinals 10-6. Detroit Tigers defeated Kansas City Royals 4-3. I would like to speak on a great player for the New York Knicks in the past. They called him the captain before they made Jalen Brunson the captain, who's the captain today. Well, the old captain was a gentleman by the name of Willis Reed. Willis Reed was born on June 25th, 1942. He spent his entire 10-year pro playing career in 1964 to 1974 with the New York Knicks of the National Basketball Association. Reed was a 7-time NBA All-Star and 5-time All-NBA selection, including once on the first team in 1970 when he was named an NBA Most Valuable Player. He was a 2-time NBA champion from 1970 and 1973 and voted the NBA Finals MVP both times. He is only the second-round NBA draft pick to have won the award twice. In 1982, Reed was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. He was named to both the NBA's 50th and 75th anniversary teams. After retiring as a player, Reed served as an assistant and head coach with several teams for nearly a decade. Then was promoted to general manager and vice president of basketball operations 1989-1996 for the New Jersey Nets. He then became the team's senior vice president of basketball operations, holding the position when the team reached the NBA Finals in 2002 and 2003. Early life. Born on June 5, 1942 in Hicko, Louisiana, Willis Reed Jr. was the only child of Willis Sr. and Inell Reed. Reed was born 3 weeks before his father joined the Army for the duration of World War II. His parents moved from his grandparents' farm, Bernice, Louisiana, where they worked to ensure Reed got an education in the segregated South. Reed showed athletic ability at an early age and played basketball at all-black high schools, first Elliott High School in Bernice, where his family lived, and then 9 miles away at the New West Side High School in Lilly, Louisiana, which had been built in response to the United States Supreme Court decision in Brown v. Board of Education. He played under Coach Lyndon Smith and led the West Side to 2 state championships and a state championship in his senior year. It is said that Reed once scored 58 points in a game playing barefoot after his shoes were stolen. Reed was an all-state in football as an end in basketball, and he set a state record in the discus throw. He was recruited by colleges such as Loyola basketball, Grambling State. He played for Grambling Tigers. Playing for the Grambling Tigers men's basketball team, Reed scored 2,280 career points, averaging 26.6 points per game and 21.3 rebounds per game. Wow. During his senior year, he led the Tigers to an NAIA title and 3 Southwestern Athletic Conference SWAC championships and a 108 wins and 17 losses record. He averaged 22 points per game in 12 NIA tournament games. Reed also was a member of the Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. He was inducted into the SWAC Hall of Fame in 1994. Among his basketball teammates were future Pro Hall of Fame player Buck Buchanan and future AFL player Ernie Ladd. Wow. Big Ernie. The New York Knicks selected Reed with the first pick in the second round of the 1964 NBA draft. Reed quickly made a name for himself as a fierce, dominating, and physical force on both ends of the floor at center. In March 1965, he scored 46 points against the mighty Los Angeles Lakers, because they had Will Chamberlain at the time and Jerry West, a young Jerry West, the guy on the logo, that Jerry West. He was the 7th ranked in NBA scoring 19.5 points per game, and 5th ranked in rebounding, 14.7 rebounds a game. He also began one of his multiple All-Star appearances and won the NBA Rookie of the Year award, while also being named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team. For a few years, the Knicks struggled while adding valuable players through trades and drafts. Midway through 1967-68, Dick McGuire was replaced as coach with the mighty Red Holtzman. The Knicks had accumulated a 52-22 record under McGuire, but then in a part of the season that Holtzman led them achieved a 28-17 record for a 43-39 season, its first winning record since 1958-59 season. Reed continued to be selected annually for the NBA All-Star Game. By that time, he was playing at power forward to open up the center position for Walt Bellamy. Reed averaged 11.6 rebounds in 1965-66, 14.6 in 1966-67, both ranked top 10 best in the league. He averaged 20.9 points in the latter season. In 1968-69, the Knicks had traded Bellamy and Howard Comers to the Detroit Pistons for Dave DeBusschere, allowing the Knicks to move Reed back to center. New York's defense surrendered a league low 105.2 points per game for 5 of the next 6 seasons, and the Knicks were the best defensive team in the league, with Reed in the middle and additional defensive effort by Walt Clyde Frazier. Reed scored 21.1 points per game in the 1968-69 and grabbed a franchise record 1,191 rebounds with an average of 14.5 rebounds per game. In the 1969-70 season, the Knicks won a franchise record 60 games and set then a single NBA record with an 18-game win streak. In 1970, Reed became the first player in NBA history to be named the NBA All-Star Game MVP, the NBA Regular Season MVP, and the NBA Finals. Wow, he won the Triple Crown. The NBA Finals MVP in the same season. Who's done that? Did Jordan do that? In the same year, well, he was the first. In the same year, he was named to the NBA All-Star First Team and NBA All-Defensive First Team, as well as being named at ABC's Wide World of Sports Athlete of the Year. That was before the ESPYs, and the Sporting News NBA MVP. He was the first second-round NBA draft pick to win an NBA Finals MVP. He was later joined by Dennis Johnson, 1976 29th overall pick, 1979 MVP, Nikola Jokic, 2014 41st overall, 2023 pick MVP, and Jalen Brunson, 2018 33 overall, and 2026 MVP. Reed's most famous performance happened on May 8th. This is what made him legendary, y'all. In 1970 game, on May 8th, 1970, in a Game 7 of the 1970 NBA Finals. This is what made him immortal. NBA's against the Los Angeles Lakers in Madison Square Garden due to a severe thigh injury, a torn muscle that had previously kept him out of Game 6. He was considered unlikely to play in Game 7. However, Reed surprised the fans by walking onto the court during warm-ups, prompting widespread applause. Starting the game, he scored the Knicks' first 2 field goals on his first 2 shots with a ripped, torn muscle. With a torn thigh muscle, y'all. He was limping through the whole game. Starting the game, Reed played 27 minutes, finishing with 4 points and 3 rebounds. The Lakers were thrown off by Reed's appearance, and the Knicks won 113-99. After the game in the winner's locker room, a moved Howard Cosell told Reed on national television, "You exemplify the very best that the human spirit can offer." And that's the story of Willis Reed. Wow, that was deep. And this was my longest video, so please excuse me, y'all, because you know I go a little shorter than that. So thank you for listening. I would like to end this by saying, free Poppy, free Sadiq, free C Just, free Supreme. And I would like to say, may each of you want, but never want as long as you live. May each of you live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day, so I'll never know when great people like you have passed away. May you live as long as you want, but never want as long as you live. Peace, wealth, prosperity to all. Thank you for listening. Peace. I'm out.